But even with the criticisms, even with all the undue, negativity coming at him, and he's actively functioning all over the world and domestically, all at the same time, and still being cool. Come on, man. This is our inspiration. I think, unfortunately, many black folks have been looking for their lives to be better, for them to be well. More money in my pocket, 40 acres and a mule. What's this black man going to do for me now that he's president? I've seen Cornel West, idiot. I've seen Tavis Smiley, idiot. I've seen these brothers out there who were my heroes, especially Cornel West, out there ragging on Obama for Obama is the president of the United States. A black man, elected as president of everybody. Not a black man. Not the black people's president. I don't know. But to me, what we should be looking at is him as an example for each of us as individuals. That we can do well, that we can succeed without a handout, even with detractors, even with name callers, even with people calling in threats against our lives and all. This is what this man is going through. So what excuse do we have as individuals for not succeeding, for not getting ourselves up out of the messes that we're in, for at least even just a little bit improving our lot in life? We have no excuse. We have no excuse. And so this little message today is sort of an encouragement, because we're coming to the last year now of this man's presidency for this term. I'm expecting he's going to be there next term. Okay. But we need to get something out of this. We need our lives to change, because we were inspired and we decided to take a stand. That's one of the reasons I'm back in school. Man, I got that one class I'm trying to take, this one algebra class, and I'll have my degree, this college algebra class that I've been putting off ever since I started. Man, it is like a struggle for me. And I stopped the last 2 quarters. I didn't even go back to school. But a couple of weeks ago, I'm thinking, man, we're coming to the end of this year. Really, I just stopped this year, so I'm still in the same year. So I went ahead and signed back up again because this is as an example. I started. I went back to, I've been going to school for years off the GI Bill and just never did anything, changing my major. But when Obama became president, I said to myself, and I put some messages out there, some spiritual ones and on the regular station here, that something strange has happened. Something that couldn't happen happened. This black man became president. So there was like something in the air, a magic in the air. So this is the time to do something that you've never done before, or to finish something that you may have started and never finished, or just to come up with something totally new, something crazy. Just do something, because there's something magic in the air the day that a black man become president. And I started to school that first when Obama became president. I signed up for school, and I've been going ever since, until 2 quarters ago when I got fed up. But I'm back now, because I got to do this thing for my kids, as an example to my kids. Come on, 53 years old and finally getting your degree after all this time. I graduated high school in 1976. Imagine that. Something magic in the air. Black man became president. Come on now. A black man became president and got the Nobel Peace Prize. Now that was funny. A lot of people were pissed off about that. A lot of people were ticked off about Obama getting the Peace Prize, Nobel Peace Prize, because he didn't do anything. He just became president. People, so blind. Obama did not get the Nobel Peace Prize. The President of the United States, a black man, got the Nobel Peace Prize. Now what does a president of any nation represent? The president of any nation is that one-man representation of the nation that he is president over, okay? Now think about this. So when Obama was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, Obama was the president of the United States of America. Obama was a representation of a collective determination by the United States of America to put this black man in office as the leader. Now, when you recognize the short history of this nation on this planet and the diabolical actions of the founders of this nation,
and the murder and the thievery and the injustice and prejudice and racism and hate and killing and all that mess that has been an integral part of this nation. This nation came to a place in a relatively short amount of time compared to the 1,000 years other nations have been around, that we were able to take a black man and elect him as president of this nation. That Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to America because no other nation on this planet did something quite like that. And what was the response of the foolish people in this nation? All ticked off because he didn't deserve it, not even recognizing they were the ones that Nobel Peace Prize was awarded to. Something magic in the air, and we're just too dumb to see it sometimes. Yeah, that's just the reality. But let's see it as African Americans for real, and use this time, because there's always a possibility that Obama will not be president next term. I don't think it's going to be like that, but it is possible. Don't let this nation elect a black president, been in office 4 years or 8 years, but then leave and be gone. And your life was not bettered by it. Come on, we have too many black folks in our history in this nation that suffered terribly and tremendously just for a break, just for a foot, just for equal footing. And we have that today. No, everybody's not acting right. Most people are probably not acting right. Everybody's got issues. But you should recognize that there is not anything that you can't do. My sister, my kid's sister, man, we used to work together, NCR Corporation. She was a secretary. I was in inventory management. And it was a terrible time for her. Because she's kind of, I come from an intelligent family, but if you don't apply yourself, you're the victim of people who are less intelligent than you, but are your supervisors. And that's where she found herself. But through the course of this situation and that situation, she pulled herself up by her bootstrings, and today she's just received her master's degree. She's a senior master sergeant in the military. Her whole life is different. You see what I'm saying? Myself included. There's nothing that you can't do. Yeah, we may have wasted some time. We may have taken some detours. But don't let this anomaly, something that could have never happened but happened. And I say, as an African American, as African Americans out there, that this anomaly, this special thing that happened in this nation at this time, in your lifetime, was like a sign, a message for you. It was an encouragement. Obama is more than just Barack Obama, the husband of Michelle, the father of Sasha and Malia. He's like a sign for black people today. To get up, to get busy, to quit begging, to make your way. It can happen.